Hello everybody, it's Lee again, and today I'd like to welcome you all to the first lesson that I'd like to give in Japanese. We're going to start off really basic, and I'm going to teach you a little bit about Japanese pronunciation. And I will display the characters in hiragana that match with the sounds that I'm making. And I'll explain what hiragana is later. And as a rule to myself, I will not give the equivalents in Romanized text, or as it is referred to in Japanese, domaji. So you will not see how these are equivalent in the alphabet. Because I believe that is counterproductive to learning Japanese. When you learn a language, especially one as complex as Japanese, you should learn it in the original script. So, let's start off with the first 5 basic sounds that you'll hear in most syllables that are produced in Japanese. Those are a, I, U, E, O. Now, I will pronounce them one at a time and display the character. First is a, I, I, U, U, E, E, O, O. Now, if you'll notice, these sounds very much resemble the basic vowel sounds that you'll hear in many languages, especially Western languages. These are very clear, pure sounds that rarely change in any way. They're never silenced. There are some sounds that are diminished, but never completely go away. And now I would like to show you how some of these sounds can be combined to form words, and how they may sound together. First is I. I. I is formed with a and I. This word means love. Next is iu. Iu. This is formed by I and U. It means to say. Next is ue. Ue. Ue is formed with U and E. Ue means up or above. Next is a bit of a complicated word. E. E. This is formed by the sounds E and I. Now, this is a little bit more complex to recognize sometimes, because it starts off with the sound E, but when paired with I, the sound elongates. The first syllable elongates into a longer E sound. And this happens quite a lot, and it can be used to differentiate similar sounding words. Sometimes also the sound can be formed by E and E together. Two E's will also give this same sound E. And it's important to recognize this. This also happens if you combine the final syllable O with U, and it becomes a longer O sound, as in oki, which means big. Now, here's the final word that I would like to introduce. Ao. Ao. This is formed with a and o, and it means blue. Okay, so these are the first 5 sounds that you'll hear in the Japanese language. And these form the basis of all of the sounds that you'll hear in the Japanese language. All that is needed now is to learn the consonant sounds that precede each of these vowel sounds. So you'll get things like kakikukeko, sashisuseso, tachitsuteto, and so on. I will teach those in later lessons, but now that you have the basics, you can start to try to work on your pronunciation on these first 5 sounds, and I will show you how those are combined with the consonant sounds that I will teach to you later. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope certainly that you learned something. If you have any questions or comments below, please put it below this video in the comment section, and subscribe, and give me any suggestions, and point out any mistakes that I might have made. Alright, thank you very much, everybody.